Y'all know what it is. Hashtag capital K, capital D, lowercase j. Hashtag King Status all day, every day. Hashtag Raw Talk Live. Hashtag said that, did that, lived that. Man, I'd like to give a shout out to all the coaches out there and the mentors out there. They helped me elevate my mind, my structure of the way I carry myself, and help motivated me to push myself forward in life. I mean, I see a lot of people on here, man, you know, it's a lot of cliquey and weirdo shit going on, but that's why I really don't even give a fuck about no gosh damn Facebook like that or social media, because like people always say, oh, it's just Facebook, it's just Facebook. Man, people show their true colors, whether it's Facebook or out here in these streets, man. I'm telling you. And they say if you walk on eggshells long enough, you lose your voice. I ain't ever lost mine. All I know is these last 4 years, yeah, they've been challenging, but I've been able to overcome and conquer and not give up. Shout out to all my good fathers out there, ones that are, you know what I'm saying, going through maybe a similar process that I've been going through with my children. But I'm at a point now where it's like, I'm not gonna give up, but if the mom has groomed them so much, you know what I'm saying, it's like, at this point, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got no choice but to put that person in accountability and just move forward with my life, man. I mean, I've showed up and showed out every time, not just sometimes. So a lot of you motherfuckers out here couldn't relate to that. A lot of you guys would have gave up as soon as the relationship was over with. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time to be sitting around here swarming around your life or you know, debating about politics. Man, I don't care about who's president. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, because at the end of the day, God has the last say. President Trump ain't gonna save the world, man. So if y'all got that in your mind, man, you know what I'm saying, you need to read a little bit more scripture and educate yourselves. But shout out to my dating coaches and my mentors that have been giving out $1 million worth of game, man. And that's Game God Goldie, man. If you guys don't know about him, go check him out. Because like he said, a lot of people be jacking your style, jacking your swag, man. And they don't want to give you no credit. You know, Saginaw has a real problem with that. That's why I love, like, my Detroit players, man. That's why they say Detroit versus everybody. That's how it should be in Saginaw, but it's not. Ain't nobody united around here. Everybody wants to be the chief, but nobody wants to be an Indian. Nobody wants to put in that work. And these kids with this entitlement nowadays, it's like, it's insane. They're getting everything handed to them. I don't know about them, but I had to buy my first car. I had to buy, you know what I'm saying, my first everything. Ain't nobody gave me shit. Nobody helped me. Nothing. I went and got it out on my own. And I always thought, like, you know, having a kid would carry on my legacy. But since they've been groomed so hard and isolated from, you know what I'm saying, their biological father, I'm looking at it like they walking around with my DNA, they're walking around with my last name, but they don't think the way I do. They don't conform the way I do. Their mind ain't structured and fully developed like mine, and you know, I hear moms always talking about deadbeat dads. Yeah, there's deadbeat dads out here, but there's deadbeat moms too. And I think it's time for the system to change and update a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? You know, especially fathers that have to step up. Shit, today I just had to go in and put some paperwork in. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a quitter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to quit. I don't know how to tap out. I don't know how to bend, break, or fold. My ideology is way different from a lot of you motherfuckers, man. Like, for real. And I want my kids to have a better structure and a better mindset and ideology of you know, the dating world and girls, and how to, you know, instead of chasing women, chase success, man. You know what I mean? You chase success. You chase success, you carry yourself in a well-structured manner, you're going to attract, you know what I'm saying, women to you. You know what I'm saying? You guys are focused on things ass backwards. And this is little peanuts compared to, you know what I'm saying, the game that I've obtained through the process of me doing my homework. So all I'm saying is, you know, I wanted to leave a legacy behind, you know. Like Gabe Cody said, he was like, you know, these guys go out here and want to have all these kids, and they want to have their kids walking around with their DNA and their last name, and they think they're leaving a legacy behind, but when the woman tries to destroy that, then they don't have the same type of ideology as you do. They don't have the same structure as you do. So that makes it much worse, because now you got, you know what I'm saying, somebody walking around with your DNA, your last name, and not thinking the same way you do. You feel what I'm saying? You want to know why, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of crime that goes on in this city? It's because, I'm going to be honest with you, most of these dudes are bitches. They have a female mindset. All they ever seen was their mother act irrational their whole life. They never had a dad, a male figure. Feel what I'm saying? So, you know, how can they structure and get through life without getting in trouble or putting themselves in a bad situation to where they can get physically hurt or emotionally hurt? Feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, all you could do is just keep putting up the fight and not give up. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, you gotta keep up with your mental health, your physical health, and your financial wealth. You know what I'm saying? Them only things that you really need to be chasing, man, at this time. That's why, man, you know what I'm saying? All right, sorry for the interruption. Got a phone call. Keep it short and simple. Man, just stay focused on, you know what I'm saying, your self-worth. To be a high value man, it's a lot more to it than just, you know, having a nice car, having money. You know what I'm saying? If you're not reading books, if you're not educating yourself, if you're not listening to things that, you know what I'm saying, or hanging around with people that are successful, then you are who you hang around with. That's a known fact. They say the apple don't grow far from the tree. You know what I'm saying? They say, what they say? I can tell who you are by who you hang out with. You know what I'm saying? my circle done shrunk super tremendously. And you fellas gotta know, man, you gotta show these women and these certain people in your life that you ain't afraid to cut them out, or you ain't afraid to be alone. Seriously. Sometimes it takes you to be alone and isolating yourself from certain things, from certain people, and eliminating certain devices in your life that serve no purpose. You know what I mean? Knowledge is key. Knowledge is everything. See what I'm saying? I'm telling you, if you got $1 million worth of knowledge, you got $1 million in your bank account. I'm telling you, if you speak it into existence, it's easy to get. You just got to get it. And it's going to be some setbacks. You know what I mean? There's going to be some struggles. There's going to be some trips. There's going to be some falls, because there's going to be people that are going to try to knock you down. They're going to try to take away from your success. You know what I mean? But man, you can't let them do that, bro. You can't allow them to manage to be able to do that. Seriously, man. But hey, you know, you don't gotta listen to me. All I know is I'm structured, you know what I'm saying, in a proper form. And I did my homework, as you should yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So, to you motherfuckers out there that act like you care, stop the cap. Don't tap in with me and ask me how I've been doing and all this other stuff, and then I tell you, you know what I'm saying, what you want me to tell you? I've been good? What you want me to tell you? I'm okay? What you want me to tell you? Oh, life is great? Because when you tell people, you know what I'm saying, what you got going on, they judge you all the time. That's why they say be careful, you know what I'm saying, what you say and who you say it to. Because the dynamic of it all is, some people will be like, oh man, I'm sorry you're going through that, man. I'm really, really sorry you're going through that. I mean, and then run off and go tell the next person, like, oh, that David, man, he's got a lot of problems, man. He's you know, this is that, you know, that's karma. Karma's not a biblical word, man. Do your homework, man. Feel what I'm saying? Some things in life you gotta understand. People put not bad karma on themselves, they just block their blessings because of what they're doing. Being despiteful, vindictive, narcissistic, revengeful. God said, my child, let me be the one to seek the revenge. Just gotta have that faith, man. Step out in faith and believe that, you know what I'm saying, what goes around comes around. And I do believe in the law of attraction, because God says, you know what I'm saying, the power of the tongue. So, hey, you could tell when somebody's been talking about you, because, you know what I'm saying, when you get back around with them and you tap in with them, their energy is finicky. Their energy is off. Because you know what? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. That's not biblical, though. That's a worldly way of thinking. But it's true, though. There's some truth to it. Just like I try to tell people, karma is not a biblical word. People always say, oh, that's just karma. That's just karma. Man, don't, like Steve Harvey said, don't put me in that karma group. Don't put me in that karma group. I ain't in that group. If you want to be in that group, go ahead. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not blocking my blessings. You know what I mean? But in order for you to get to your blessings, you know what I'm saying, you have to be obedient to, you know what I'm saying, obtain the knowledge that you need, you know, not only from scripture, but, you know what I'm saying, you know, what you attracted to your life. You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised, man. Okay, so if you cut out these devices, like, as far as like smoking weed or drinking all the time or doing some hard drugs with certain people, and you stop doing that and you make a change, you know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised how many people will abandon you. You'll be surprised how many people will turn from you because misery loves company. You feel what I'm saying? You got people out here that want you down with them. And the crazy thing about what I've experienced is when I'm up, people love you. They standing there with their hand out. They standing there with their hand out because they feel like there's some type of entitlement going on here. There's no entitlement. I owe you nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And it takes respect to give respect. So I respect all, fear none. You feel what I'm saying? And if I hear something bad about somebody, I don't go replay it to somebody else. Oh, I heard this, and that. I used to be that way because people were doing it to me. But I'm a leader, not a follower. Feel what I'm saying? So, and to the people out there, summer's here, man. About to be 71 today outside. You guys should be hitting that gym up, doing things productively, enjoying that God gave you another day to take another crack at it. You know what I'm saying? You know, quitting is not an option. I believe in that. I don't believe in quitting. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. My dad always told me that's why they made erasers for pencils. You know what I'm saying? Because you might have wrote it down the wrong way, not the right way the first time, but you can erase that and rewrite it. You know what I'm saying? That's God giving you another chance. You know what I'm saying? God is a loving God, a forgiving God. And all I know is He has not only walked with me through these storms, but carried me through these storms. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get through it. And I give all the glory to God. Without Him, I don't know where I would be. You know what I'm saying? Even though we all know that we don't know what tomorrow will bring, and the only thing promised is death. See what I'm saying? Nothing's promised to you. So for people that walk around with entitlement issues, walk around looking for handouts, and y'all know who y'all are, man. I'm telling you. Because the same motherfucker that you look out for will be the same motherfucker that'll abandon you. They won't keep the same energy as they did when they asked you for that favor or they asked you for that loan. See what I'm saying? Women do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to give you the credit you deserve because they're ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they got some curves going on or whatever, and they feel like you're entitled to give them something. You know what I mean? I always say, man, you know, if you're out here in the dating world, you know what I'm saying, look to see what she's willing to invest in you. If a woman's willing to invest in you, you know what I'm saying, that means she likes you. Guys, the first key to dating, you gotta make sure that girl likes you more than you like her. Because if you're chasing her, bro, she's gonna finally give in because you're constantly chasing her. You know what I'm saying? And she ran out of options. So you're basically an option. You're not her real pick. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, you don't gotta listen to me. I'm just another guy on here being productive. Up in the gym on a nice day, you know. But I will say that the struggle has brought me stronger. So I want to thank certain people that were in my life at one time. Thank you. All the haters and all the vindictive and despiteful people, all you did was turn me into I won't say monster, but a savage, but a smart one, a well-educated one. See what I'm saying? So I want to thank you for all the struggles that you put me through, all the heartache and the dark moments and, you know, these little positions that you had put me in at one point in time in my life that I'm no longer feeling the fire. And I'm telling you right now, guys, another thing is you can't be afraid to lose. Cannot be afraid to lose, man. Never beg somebody to stay. If they want to go, let them leave. Flat out. Let them leave. Because they're never going to realize what they're missing until it's gone. And if they don't come back, guess what? Level up. Level up. Kill them with success. And they might not admit it. They might not show you that, you know what I'm saying, it bothers them. But deep down inside, it will. You feel what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, when you stay consistent, and you stay diligent, and you stay obedient with the Lord, and attaining the right kind of ideology and knowledge, you know what I'm saying, the blessings will come. The blessings will come. Not the karma. Miss me with the karma. I'm not in that group. Leave me out that group. I don't want to be a part of that. Feel what I'm saying? All I gotta say is, if anybody, you know what I'm saying, ever had an issue with me, you know what I mean? Hey, come talk to me like a man. You know what I mean? Other than that, keep doing what you're doing. Go gossip with the next man about whatever it is you got a problem. Because some people just come up with negative narratives out of nowhere. And motherfuckers is acting real weird. All I know is that I'm a king and I'm a grown man and I stand on business, and all I know is, hey, if it wasn't for the struggle, I wouldn't be who I am today. Love, respect, and go through the process. Don't give up. God didn't make you wake up this morning to be a quitter. King status all day, every day. Hashtag capital K, capital D, lowercase j. Hashtag king status all day, every day. Biatch!